Sorry. Can you just sing something else?
I have a doozy of a story to tell you about auditioning. When I was starting out acting many years ago, I had nothing on my resume. And my agent was like, go out and do everything you can so you can fill up your resume. And I'm like, okay, cool. Do student films, do whatever, get commercial work, got it. So you're submitting, and you're just saying yes to everything.
We have to say yes. We have to keep going.
Oh, we were yes-anding the shit out of this story. I mean, we were yes-anding left and right and left, in between the grabs. We were with them. We were with them all the way.
I've heard that song like a million times already today. What else can you do for me?
Would you like a monologue?
So I go in, I meet the chick, she's this young perky thing, and she starts telling me about the role, and I'm listening eagerly, and she's like, so, you're a cult leader in Oklahoma, and this is a true story, you know, and you're reenacting her life, and she gets a little crazy along the way. And I'm like, what do you mean a little crazy? And I'm like, am I gonna have to chop up people? And she's like, no, not so much. I think they chop you up in the end. But anyway, so she kind of has these weird sexual things, and so we would need you to kind of make a sex sandwich. And I'm like, what is a sex sandwich? And in my brain, I'm like, is this porn? What's going on?
The set was this 45-year-old man's parents' house. He was the director. Nothing wrong if you're living at home at 45, but there's just something weird about it. And there's this stuffed monkey that was my co-star. And at one point, the director was just like, why don't you give the monkey a blowjob? And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. It's not funny. If it was funny at all, I might consider it. And he was like, oh, are you scared your parents are gonna see? And started teasing me.
She's like, well, we would have the actor lay on the floor face up, and then you would lay on top of him, also face up, and then we have the actress lay on top of you face down. And then, you know, you'd have like a Joe sandwich. What do you think? And I'm thinking, I'm totally being punked. I'm being punked. They're all gonna run out with cameras any second now and be surprised. And I'm gonna be like, thank God, because this cannot be true. This cannot be real. This cannot be happening to me. And then they don't come out. They don't jump out. And she looks at me and says, so, what do you think? You would be interested in the role? And I look at her and I say, yes, that sounds great.
What's like your best dog impression?
A dog impression?
Yeah.
Oh, do you just want vocal or everything?
Like just like show me like what's your best dog?
Oh,
Okay, okay. That's fine.
I said, okay, I'll meet you wherever you want. I have the car. Somehow he picks Jacob's Soul Food Buffet on Lenox and 125th. We pull up to the place right on time, and there is this cute as a button character of a man waiting outside with gray sweatpants up to his proverbial pippic, like up to here, and white sneakers, maybe Velcro.
This was the first thing that I couldn't get over. He's a grabber. Just everything I was on one side, Carla was on the other. He's grabbing me, he's grabbing Carla to make a point.
We're talking about the project. And there didn't seem to be much of what I would call a vision. Substance was something. Mimi's talking to him technically.
Like storyboards?
No, that's okay. I didn't need storyboards, but it was, all right, I got a camera guy. My DP is a camera guy with CNN, and Mimi's asking him
How
about
many cameras?
one camera.
We're thinking of adding it in, making it a little racier, making it a little more like alluring. How do you feel about like some like simulated sex scenes or nudity? I know that wasn't like in the initial breakdown, but is that something like you're okay with?
I submitted, I got the part, it was great. Talked to the director a few times on the phone, and we had a shoot date set up. He said he was going to send storyboards my way, so I didn't really think much more about what we were going to be recreating exactly because I knew the basic story. But the night before, I get the storyboards, and ends up being this really graphic rape scene. And it had never been a conversation at all between me and the director that this is what we were going to be working on. So I had to get to set. I was really hesitant. I was curious to see what the situation was going to be like. It ended up being fine, but the other actor definitely wasn't told he was going to be playing a rapist. So
This one is like this big, like the world's largest breakdown paragraph, and it's all about what she wears and the length of her pants and the fact that she wears really tall flip-flops. And I'm like, that's odd. I've never heard a guy even talk about tall flip-flops, much less notice girls that wear, who cares? Guys don't notice that. And about her hair and how she styles her nails and what color of toenail polish, on and on and on. So in my brain I'm just thinking, oh, well, he must be gay. Anyway, cute, whatever. So then I have a phone conference with the dude, and he's like, this is gonna be animation, and we're gonna do stop motion with you, so it'll be a lot of photographs. Are you cool with that? Sure, sounds fun. Oh, and just, can you send me a few pictures of yourself, by the way, before we get started? I can make sure, you know, you're the right fit. Can you take some pictures of your feet with that orange toenail polish, and can you get those high-heeled flip-flops? So then I'm like, this is sounding weird. And then he keeps going, and then can you wear those pants that she likes to wear in the summer? And can you wear this color and this type of shirt? Can you shoot it this way? And I was like, you know, I don't think this is the right job for me. I continue to see that exact breakdown. I've seen it 3 years in a row, like every 6 months he posts it, and I really think it's a creepy dude with a big time foot fetish.
Can you do it now as if like you're out of breath, or like do it while you're jogging? Can you like jog in place?
One audition I went to where everything, I walk in and it's just, there's like tables flipped over and chairs thrown everywhere and just like clothing, and I was like, what happened here? And the director's like, oh hey, so the audition is just gonna be you running between all of these flipped over objects, acting like you're running through an obstacle course, scared for your life. Can I film it? And that was the audition. I got the part, but it was weird.
But like spin. Okay, that's a lot of spinning.
He wanted to shoot an outdoor. The bus breaks down on the way to the resort scene, and we have a picnic on the side of the road in December.
He did get a little touchy when I asked him, is this going to be something that you want to shoot soon? Or is this going to be 2 years from now? Oh, no, we're going to get to it. And that was, 5 months
But this was also filled with stories about mostly his 90-year-old mother whom he lived with.
Okay, that was a little triumphant. Let's do it now as if like it was hard. It was difficult.
Something like that?
Sure. Okay, let's do
away of our whole story. We weren't bitter, we weren't upset, we weren't angry about it. We just said, what a great New York story, and to be part of that.
Yeah, when you live in New York, you're visited by great New York stories. Occasionally, it's a gift. So that's really how we felt. But as things go, it was a great gift, and we still laugh about it. It was great.
Continued success on whatever your films are.